I'm your host, Tayamu Denku. Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick the passion. Pick the passion. Pick apart the passion. Welcome to Pick Apart the Passion podcast. Tonight we got my dude. I feel like it's been since 2015 or so that I've met you or known about who you are. This is Skanks the Rap Martyr from Bankai Fam. Say what's up, Skanks. How you doing?
Peace, y'all. It's the Flowfessional Skanks, the Rap Martyr, AK Master Norman Tarver, nobody bumps harder than Bankai Fam, fifth of Sparta, and one half of Stone and Robin. Aye!
All that mixed into that shit. That's crazy. So yeah, man. I saw you've been traveling recently. You want to talk about where you all been going and what you've been doing?
Yeah, so we hit up LA. First we hit up LA this summer, and I was out there with Sky Zoo and Jay Sands. And we did our thing. Shout out Doc Ock and DJ Toshi. They brought us out there. And then I just recently was just in Chicago, and that was dope too. Word, man. Shout out Blue Moon for promoting that. It was real dope.
That's what's up, man. I wish I haven't been traveling all that much. I've been doing some around the area joints. I haven't really booked any tour shit or nothing yet because I just been I got a lady that's immunocompromised, and the kiddies so like she can't get nothing to fully protect her, so I kind of been trying to just marinate in the own area. But man, I wish I could have made it out to that Chicago show. That's like right down, that's like an hour and a half for me. That's crazy.
Oh, that'd have been crazy. And actually I got a show this month in Tampa with Illa G and DJ Bizarro and the Dysfunctional Family.
That's what's up. That's dope, man. Have you ever played Tampa before? You played Florida before?
Nah, this is my first time rocking Tampa. I got family out there, but I never rocked out there yet.
That's what's up, man.
I'm looking forward to that. Word.
Yeah, Florida. The one time that I toured Florida, it's just like that whole scene in Florida for me is like it's like one of those scenes that actually shows a lot of love to each other and to artists. Like they just love the hip hop down there, and it's I wish more places were like that, because there's a lot of haters that in other people's areas where it's real cliquish. I know it's what it's like here. I don't really know the New York scene like that. I mean, what's New York like? Is it like cliquey like that, or?
I want to add on to that. I feel like it's the same way for everybody at home. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like divide and conquer at home. But now, just like when I went to LA, just like when I went to Chicago just recently, just like when I went to Ohio, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't be nothing but love. Like, the energy you bring is the energy you get back. There's hip hop heads all over. It's just about finding them.
Yeah, you're right, man. Actually, yeah. I mean, rethinking about the whole idea there. I mean, even when I came out to, the times I've come out to New York, I always got love, personally. Like when I would rock, I would get love out there. It wasn't really people that were bringing me down or nothing like that. But yeah, I mean, touring all over the place. Yeah, you're right. It is. It's like when you get out of your area, that's when people fuck with you. And you know what? That's how it should be anyway, because the people that sit around and try to make something in just their local place, that's not, that's not bringing hip hop worldwide to people. You know what I'm saying?
Because we all gonna be legends in our local place already. You know what I'm saying? It's that's why it's always about, since back as far as we can remember with music. You remember the Motown groups, they was always hitting the road. Like the road is important to artists. Like same way people be telling you when you go to these places, oh, watch out for this, watch out for that, or watch out for this, be careful over here. But if you're not going with that energy, and you're not even trying to be around that type of energy, you when before you get to the town, we already promoted to Lights. People that's hip hop heads. So
Mhm.
where we going is where hip hop heads is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And the thing that's the but the thing that sucks about just the idea of when you say hip hop to certain people or certain venues, certain promoters, they get this bad taste in their mouth. At least I know around here for whatever reason, because there's a lot of violence in the Milwaukee area,
Mm-hmm.
to where if you're if the people don't know you and you're trying to hit them up and be like, "Hey, I want to throw a hip hop show," their
Yeah.
first response is like, "Oh well, what's the show gonna be like?" And the thing is like every show I've ever booked and brought to Milwaukee has been peace, respect, love,
Yeah.
and some real hip hop shit. But there's definitely been some of the some of the element that happens, but that's not the shows that I ever book. You know what I'm saying? Like if I brought y'all out here, it would be some real hip hop shit. And
Hip
it's
hop.
not like
Yeah.
and it's not like like all the the people that run the streets or like the thug people, it's not like that. That's not the element that will be here.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Chicago, for example, they warn you about shit like that because it's like that there. But the thing is like I've been to Chicago tons of times. I've never ever had an issue or problem in Chicago, period. Like it's
Me
always been
neither.
love.
And the real shit about that, I didn't want to cut you off, bro. You good?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, and the ill shit about it is, what I'm saying? Like, I link up with, what I'm saying, different people that, that be from the hood. Like my bro, Fillmore Green, what I'm saying? He's an artist in Chicago. He's mad dope. You know what I'm saying? And he took me to the hood. He like, yo, I want to take you to the hood. Took me to the hood. Took me to the spots where the good food is in the hood. And no lie, all the people in the hood were showing love. He like, yo, this my boy from New York. He down here for a show. I say I gotta show him the hood, show him some good. They like, oh man, make sure you take him to this place. Oh, make sure you take him to get some chicken over here. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying? Word.
That's dope, man. So let's dive backwards a little bit. Let's get to know Skanks. Let's get to know um where the passion for the hip hop with you started, how the MC name came about, how Bankai Fam formed. But let's go before we jump into the name and Bankai Fam and how that formulated. Let's jump all the way back to when you started rhyming, when you found the passion for hip hop and were like, this is what I want to do.
It all started with my big bro Goldie. His name is Goes the Mayor, and his partner Self. They had like a studio in the back, and like he had a room all the way in the back in our house, and he turned that room into a studio. And then he showed, like, the family showed him so much love and seeing the positive behind it. They let him get the basement, and then he turned the basement into a studio. And then during that time, Das Effects used to come through and record there. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying? Queen Pen, Spragga Benz, Foxy Brown, Most Def, and Talib. It was just mad people coming to record there, and I'm just soaking up the knowledge. And well, I'm gonna say when I first started, it was around the time when Das Effects and them was coming, and my brother produced "Clap Your Hands" off of that album, and
mm.
he co-produced with my bro Kevin Bird song, um "They Want Effects."
That's what's up. That's history right there. I mean, you were around that element from the beginning. I mean, that's dope, man. that's a blessing in itself, especially for for a hip hop head to be around that. And that's the thing that's super dope about being where hip hop was created, like in New York, in the area. Like that's dope about that. I feel like in Milwaukee, like who am I gonna run into? You know what I'm saying? like it ain't
Yeah,
uh
it, it's ill though because it's legends everywhere, man. It's just sometimes some is just like uncovered, like not noticed yet. You know, that's all it is. It's about just making that mark.
yeah. So what year would you say is when you wrote your first verse? Can you think back?
Yeah, I say about like 88, 89.
Okay,
I
okay,
was a
that's what's up.
little guy, public school. And so the story goes, I used to get beat up all the time and chased out the studio by my big bro. He used to be like, yo, you can't be down here. We smoking, this, that, and the third. One day, I used to hide in where the booth was like a closet. I used to hide in there and write. One day, I'm getting chased out. My book fell, and they picked it up and was reading it. It's like, oh, he got some shit. Like, I can't believe he's saying this shit. So they took me to a talent show like the next week. They put me right in the studio, took me to a talent show the next week, and I came in second place. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
that's
um,
what's up.
and I got approached by um somebody that was working at BMI, like a top executive at BMI, and I got approached by DJ Scratch. And I was so young, I didn't even know who DJ Scratch was. My brother had to tell me, that's DJ Scratch, EPMD, yo. I'm like, oh, for real? I didn't know. And then, like, he hollered at me and she hollered at me. And I end up rolling with the lady from BMI. And she hooked me up and started getting me shows. And then I was going under the name MC Row at the time. You know what I'm saying? And I got my first show, and I was like, it was me, Leaders of the New School, Brand Nubians, Poor Righteous Teachers, Shazzy. The lineup was so crazy.
That's
And I was
super
so loud.
crazy.
I was only 10 years old at the time. And they didn't even want to let me in. Like, they had to fight and argue just to get me in because, they selling liquor and all that shit.
Yep.
So, long story short, I killed the show to the point where I got a write up in Rolling Stone magazine. There's an
Mm.
issue with Bart Simpson on the cover. Matter of
Oh
fact,
shit.
I'm gonna show you right now. I got it on my wall. I'm gonna show you right now. And like, let me put this light on so you can see it better. And it's the issue right here with Bart Simpson.
That's dope.
And it's like, I got the little article right there on it, and it says, at the spring show, it was called "I Want a Record Deal," and Grandmaster Flash and Chuck Chillout watched as 12 new acts took the mic, and all of those artists I named, this is when they all first started, and the biggest crowd pleaser was 11-year-old MC Rowe, whose performance thrilled the audience.
Man.
Yeah, man. So then got the Rolling Stone article going, and then from there, like I just started getting like mad exposure for a lot of shows. I started doing a lot of shows after that. And then MC Light reached out to me. And MC Light ended up becoming my manager. Her, Lin Q, formerly ISIS, and Makiba Mooncycle. And they had a management company called Duke the Moon Management. And I got down with them. And I changed my name to Problem Child. Rampage actually gave me the name at that first show with that I got the Rolling Stone article from. He was
Yeah.
like, he was like, nah, shorty, you a problem child, and I just ran with it.
Man,
But
that is crazy history right there. That's I mean, obviously we have never really had like personal conversations. This is all brand new to me and this shit is fucking crazy. It's dope. Like I had no idea, man. I didn't ever realize that there was so much of that history from the start for you. I mean,
yeah, I
that's
usually don't talk about it though. But I know you a real hip hop head, so we build it.
yeah, that's super dope, man. So, All right, so let's move forward a little bit then. So when does Skanks the Rap Martyr? When does that name come for you? And then let's go from there into. I mean, it's probably a combination of that with Bankai. So let's do that together. Let's talk about that segment together.
So Skanks pretty much came about. I've been like from the hood. Like Skanks is a name that comes from, it's a dance, like the reggae two step. So when we used to go to these reggae house parties, you know what I'm saying? My brother used to have a sound called Bad Boy High Power. They used to play reggae parties. So I used to go to them joints. And the one dance I knew how to do was the skank. And so everybody started calling me Skanks, like, because that's all I knew how to do. So then, I ran with it. And, I kind of outgrew the problem child. I was getting older. I was like about, say, 18, 19 at the time.
Okay.
And I just outgrew it. And then from there, we just started our own label and went independent, And that was like the early 2000s, we was independent. And what on our mission going independent through the neighborhood, I still had the studio I inherited from my brother. So I'm recording all the Bandcamp members in my studio just for at different times. Like, everybody's a spitter. So
Mm.
when the Bandcamp time came, Rusty Jukes was working on a project with Dirt Platoon and Kyo Itachi from France. And Kyo was visiting to shoot the video. So he called all of us. So we was up in the projects in the hood and we shooting the video. And then the French brothers was like, yo, I want to hear who got the bars, who could spit. So Rusty like, oh, all my peoples could spit. So when he threw the beat on, we started going for kill, and then from there, Keo reached out to work on a single. Then the single turned into an album. And then from the album, when it was time to do features, I called all the people I know that got busy from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Bangkok ended up becoming formed. Because from there, Keo was like, wow, who's this guy? Who's this guy? All of these guys are from the hood. Yo, we should try to form a super group. So the first single from Bangkok album was actually a song from my album because I ended up pushing my album back
Mm.
and letting drop in the group first, you know.
Yeah.
And that's how we went with it from there.
Did you uh so so wait a second. So was Kyle part of Bankai then? He's the official producer for Bankai, or is that
Yeah, me and Kayo started Bangkok together,
okay? That's
you
what's up.
know. Yeah, from working on my first debut album, he was hearing all the features I was bringing in. He knew Rusty already, of course, but like he's like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Wow, you guys got to do reggae. He was like, yo, this sounds like a super group. We should put a group together, and then that's how it started. And then I pushed my album back, for the sake of the group, get the group out there first, and we could branch off in the little different cells and hit from different angles.
That's what's up. I remember when I came out there to shoot the video with Marquis. Shouts to Marquis. I remember when I
Yeah,
was out
shout
there
out to Marquis.
to shoot the Levitate video, and
Yeah,
that's when I was actually introduced to like you were supposed to be at one of the shoots, but then something had happened. We showed up late or something, and
yeah,
then I think the only person that stuck around was Granddaddy IU. I think I don't know if y'all had to bounce or something. Something happened, but
yeah.
um, but but I was being shown like your music and Bankai's music before that
Uh,
whole thing happened. Um, and like I was being shown videos, and I was like, man, these cats are cold. Like this shit is fire. And then um that's when I feel like a connection ended up happening, and then me and you kind of built a little bit, and then
Definitely.
but I'm trying to think back because it was a minute ago. Trying to think back. So was the first time that I met you in the physical, was that at that Marston Cipher? Was that the first time, or was it
Yes.
before that?
It was
That
it
was
was at the Boston Cipher.
so that was the first official time that we ended up meeting, right?
Yep.
That's what's up, man. And that was, that was a fun time. They definitely had a ill lineup on that one. That's probably one of my favorite ones that I even went out there and did, just because of the people that were on that with me, you, Napoleon, Dro, Judah, like that. I mean,
Dope lineup.
it was super dope. Um,
Yeah.
so before we jump into this new record that you put out, which is super dope, by the way. Before we jump
Thank
in to
you.
talk about that, I want to backtrack just a little bit, because you had said some things earlier on that I didn't know about, and then we jumped into the Bankai, and it made me think these things to where I wanted to know. So your debut record was when you were with, or right before Bankai, or did you put out
My
music as Problem Child and MC Row? Did you ever drop music under those monikers
yeah,
or no?
you can actually find it. It's on YouTube and stuff. Um, my first actual project that dropped was a project with Lyricist Lounge and Mark Echo, and it was a whole bunch of us on it. You know what I'm saying? Most Devin Tyler was on it. It was a whole bunch of people on it, and that joint, people was getting it when they was. That's when Echo was popping, and they was actually, when you buy the clothes out the stores, you was getting the free tape. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
hold on. I have that tape. I know I
Yeah,
have it because
I'm
I
on that.
because
My song is called "Getting in the Mischief," the first song on side two.
man, that shit is crazy. So like,
Well,
because I used to, I used to pick up Mark Echo gear back in the day, and
yeah,
I remember that tape, man. I remember getting that tape. I couldn't tell you where it is, to be honest. Like I don't know
yeah.
where it is right now, but um I have that tape and I had no idea, and that shit is crazy, mind blowing to me. Super dope. Like I said, pick apart the Passion podcast. We got fucking Skankster Rap Martyr, aka MC Row, aka Problem Child, aka the fucking one of the founders of Bankai Fam in the motherfucking house. This shit is crazy. I'm telling you right now. I can't wait for people to see this episode and learn all this history that I'm learning my damn self. It's dope, man. It's super dope.
Look, word.
Uh,
Appreciate you. Word.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. So let's talk about this record a little bit. Before we get into any songs, let's talk about the actual title. Um, Most Ministers of Severe Torture.
Yep.
So, how does the title come about? Was there a certain situation that made you think of the title? Um, yeah, let's start right there. Let's start right there.
So ever since my project, I dropped a project last year called New Word Order, right? And I've been on some hip hop extremist shit, like where I'm tired of how dudes play with the pen. Like, real lyricists like us, like we take our words and our bars serious. So
Yeah.
when I see dudes like abusing the power, it just made me, want to address the issue. And then, Minister of Severe Torture, it's like a sort of a continuation of that.
Mm,
Like,
okay.
but more brutal. Like, it's just about stepping your game up. Like the pen game got to be elevated. Like, we got to raise the bar again. Like, a lot of people is getting away with a lot of stuff that they shouldn't be doing, and we
Oh
know that
yeah.
we know better. We was raised better.
Yeah, a
We
lot
know
of
better.
yeah. There's definitely a lot of mediocrity in hip hop nowadays, to where it. But the thing about that is that it allows the real dope artists to shine better when they're around them. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's like when I do a show and there'll be like 4 or 5 acts on it that I've never heard of in my life. Um, you can tell if those you could tell from the performance if those people are serious about hip hop, about the craft. You could tell automatically from the start. You know what I'm
I agree, 100%.
saying? And And the sad thing about it is a majority of them are not. So when do we and I don't know if we're ever gonna get it, man, but when do we get that quality control in hip hop? When does that actually happen, or will it ever happen again? Because now the floodgates are open and it's like they're allowing everything to come in. Like you could have a motherfucker talk about, bubblegum or some shit and like, and make it a dance song or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's weird. Like and I've also been called a hip hop extremist at times because I'm hard on a lot of artists. Like I'm like, you know, people are asking me for opinions on shit. People are asking me for opinions on shit. And I won't just be like, oh yeah, that's dope. You're gonna blow up, blah, 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 whatever. Like, I don't tell them that. And then when I tell them how I really feel about it, they tell me, oh, so what? Is that your ego talking to me now? And I'm like, nah, man, it's me trying to be constructive criticism with you to try to help you as an artist to see if this is something you're really supposed to be doing or not. Because there's a lot of people that need to step back and become fans and stop being hobbyists. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be real and be all the way real. The work ethic is very unprofessional in hip hop today. A lot of people don't know what they're supposed to do. I've tried to bridge. I've tried to help people. I've tried to show people the ropes of touring. If they don't want those ropes, if they don't want to grasp on to what they're supposed to do, then they will just fizzle out like the rest of the people, because a lot of them, I feel like, are in it for the lifestyle and not even the art or the music.
And that was my point. This is why it could never be no quality control, because the money is outweighing the art. So it's going to always be somebody that feels like they can exploit that, and they're going to find somebody that talks that bullshit. And, it's like, it's easier to talk some bullshit and get mainstream play. You know what I'm saying? Because you just feed it into whatever they want. One long as it's destruction and bullshit, oh, you can get the biggest platform.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's definitely crazy nowadays how things are, man. But let's with that, let's transition into showing people some real hip hop, some real music. The first joint that I picked off the record is actually the first joint on the record, The Legend of the Eye Patch. And I thought it was a great way to start the album. The shit hits hard. Who is that on the beat?
My boy Keystar. Shout out Keystar.
Okay, yes. Shout out to Keystar. I mean, the beat is fire, and you, like I said, this is an amazing start to the record. Like, it brings people right in. So yeah.
The video is out too. The video is out too. Yeah. So make sure y'all check out that video, The Legend of the Eye Patch.
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go check that one. I know I checked the Burn It Down video.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and definitely check out the video for that. But yes, if you're paying attention right now, make sure you go check out the videos. But yes, let's play the joint and then let's come back and we'll talk about it.
Word. Shout out Lex, man, on directing that joint. Word.
There it is right there. Legend of the Eye Patch, Skanks the Rap Martyr, Keystar on the beat. Let's go right here.
You fool. You never should have ripped off my eye patch. After that, I can't hold back.
What is it? Your eye patch? Is that how your power works? Woo! Woo! This ain't no string and dark waves. Before I waste another bar spitting, I spit in your face. And it's Corona season, nigga. Ben Kay. Chest rock on the boards. No. Don't disrespect Skanks if you don't wanna get your ass kicked. To touch my eye patch is like taking off Cyclops glasses. This remarkable timing, like Pac and Big and they prime. Except when I rhyme, it's more like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Yes, I'm the one who flew over the cuckoo's nest. Fuck what you do best, I curse you like a voodoo hex. I love brutal sex, yes, I've seen orgies. But now I heard you and your shorty got naughty at Harvey Weinstein's party. Just call me when you need a show. On any stage, I feel right at home. I'm ill like Lauryn Hill and defecating on microphones. Nigga, ready or not, if I blink your head and get shot, and I won't stop till I get the drop and see you dead in a box. Heard your street credit or her death is what you said to the cops. On top that when they ran you off your block, you befriended the ops. You were no good piece of shit, not even worth beefing with. Eat a dick, your bitch came with you, but I'm who she leaving with. Skanks.
Aight, later, boo.
What? What do you mean later?
I'm leaving with Skanks.
Who?
Skanks, like
What?
what? Skanks, hold on,
Baby,
wait for
baby,
me.
don't go.
Stop.
I love you.
Yo, Skanks.
Let's go. For my next G-Day, I'm celebrating more life with your wife. That whole right, though, she more like my type than your type. But I just want her for the night. You good, y'all married for life. I know you be type, but best to act like everything is alright. I done G groupies to get me room keys. Fuck Drew Brees for hating on players kneeling for justice. Cooney should bust up his 2 knees and you no more job left. He lost all my respect. Wish I could beat his legs with a bat like he owed a mob debt. Cause if he ever been treated bad, got beaten up or lost fam, the police violence, he'd have been kneeling to the flag. I swear it's hard being black, and it don't matter if you dead, broke, or wet, gold, and platinum. Stacked up with a wall full of plaques and Skanks, nigga. Yeah, you already know what it is. Big Cop fam, Anarchy Records. Yo, Keystar, you a fool for this one.
Woo!
Man, you know what, man? This playing this joint just to start off, getting into the record. This makes me want to slap myself in the face multiple times because we've talked about doing more shit together for so long now, and we've not pulled the trigger on it. And I'm telling you, it needs to happen because
I'm ready.
man, like this shit is cold. I'm talking about
Thank you, bro.
first off, let's go to the second verse. The Drew Brees, the whole Drew Brees taking apart that whole thing. So when you write, do you first of all, did you write this shortly after that happened, or is that something you wanted to talk about when I
wrote that like right around when it happened.
Okay. And I do the same shit. If something happens and I think of a line about it and I just jot it down so I could use it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, super dope reference and play on the whole idea and concept with that entire situation.
Thank you.
Dope second verse. The first verse, I feel like the second verse had more of the concept idea of that when you attack that with still you know, the hardcore lyricism. And then the first verse, I like the play. I like the Shining, Jack Nicholson flew over the cuckoo's nest. I love that. I love that. You know, just starting from one Jack Nicholson thing, jumping into the other one, bridging it with the name Shining. Like, come on, man. That's the lyricism right there. That's dope shit. That's dope shit. And a lot of artists don't do shit like that. A lot of artists, you know, they don't specialize in lyricism. They don't search for bars. Like me and you are bar heads. So it's like, you know, I take pride in writing some dope bars like that. Like I love it. Like it's, you know, people ask me all the time, when are you gonna make those personal songs so you can cater to the whatever? And like, you're getting older. Can you keep talking about this, and this? And I'm like, man, I've always loved bars. I've always been about bars. I've always wanted to take a creative angle on words and play around and do things like that. you know, a lovey-dovey personal song, it's rare to get that from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, so this song, where does this fall in the order of the record? Is this one of the first songs in the middle?
What, eye patch?
Yeah, like when did you write this? Was this one of the earlier joints that you wrote for the record? Or
Yep. This was probably like the first joint I wrote for the album.
Hmm.
That's why the video was the first video too, and everything. Like I dropped the video before I even and the single before I even finished the album.
Oh shit. So that's what's up. So that makes me want to ask, um, song order, because you don't really find a lot of people actually that I feel, the first song that they record for the record is the first song on the record and the
Yeah.
first single push. That's crazy to me. That's so song order. In your mind, it must have just made sense. So
Yep.
this must have bridged the rest of the album. This song.
Easy. Made it easy for me after that. And I like to premeditate my murder, so I always like be mapping out the different formulas, what flows right, and I make different playlists, on my computer just to see how it lines up, before I even go to the studio and make sure to mix and master and line everything up right.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. Speaking of mixing and mastering, um, who does your mixes and mastering? Have you taught yourself how to do it, or?
I got a homeboy, One Shot Deal does my mixing and mastering, and Ches Rocker on the boards does my mixing and mastering. I do most of my recording with Ches Rocker, but sometimes Ches Rocker might get busy with recording, and I can't wait for him to mix and master. And then One Shot Deal, that's my guy. That's my go-to guy when Ches is busy.
That's what's up, man. That's dope. Yeah, it's always good to have those people in your corner that can definitely lay down a good mix and master on something. Me,
Well,
I've taught myself over I think it's 15 years now. 15 years I've been doing my own mixing and mastering,
that's
engineering
dope.
my own shit.
That's super
Um,
dope.
so it helps me because literally I'm sitting in my home, like my little home studio right now. If I would turn this around right now, you could see I got two sets of monitors right here. I got I actually
Yeah.
I've multiple microphones, but I've actually, even the same mic that I use for the podcasting, I use this to record vocals because when I went to a spot and asked them what's a good microphone for recording vocals for rap, and I instantly was thinking about getting another condenser mic because
Yeah.
that's what I used to record on back in the day. I had I had a Behringer condenser, and it did its thing. It was cool. Picked up some things. I also got a Newman, a pricey Newman condenser, but I don't really bring it out that much because this mic, this high quality dynamic mic, it doesn't pick up everything. So I don't even need the pop. I don't need the whole
The filter.
I don't need any of that. Like literally it just picks up what I
That's
do
crazy.
directly in here, and I don't need all that extra. I don't even need the soundproofing in this room. Like it works. All my shit that I've recorded for the last 15 years has been in here.
That's crazy. And it sounds crispy. I hear it though. It sounds clear.
Yeah, well, appreciate you, man. Appreciate that to the fullest. So yeah. So yeah, definitely artists out there, make sure that you get your engineer people right. Don't if you want to teach yourself how to do it, the shit's not gonna happen overnight. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it
Like I
takes a
said,
lot of
I've
years
been
of practice.
I've been grinding at it for a minute to get my shit sounded right. If you listen to earlier shit I did, it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? The formula was not right back then. But it's definitely gotten a lot better over the years. I've loved all the records I've put out recently. And Skanks, your music definitely sounds very dope, very professionally mixed. So shouts out to your engineers over there as well. So yeah, let's keep it moving. I didn't really skip around with the next joint. I went straight in. I went to Burn It Down because I watched the video, and you know, I saw UG there, and a lot of people came out for that video. That was super dope. And UG is a very strong producer in himself.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Definitely seeing his production videos. Like I thought about getting some beats from him at one point, and then you know it just didn't happen. But not to spoil it completely, but I actually have a full Danku and Cellar Dwellers EP that's finished that I'll be releasing at some point. And that is coming for y'all soon.
Dope, right?
So but yes, so let's move in. Let's move into Burn It Down. So Burn It Down, is that the actual second song recorded for the record, or is this later on?
This song was recorded around the same time that Legend of the Eye Patch was recorded, but it wasn't for this at first because I got an EP dropping this month with UG, all entirely produced by UG and Nick Wiz. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
And I got one beat from Rand Reed. It's an EP, but it's half produced by Nick Wiz, half produced by UG. And that Burn It Down was actually a song that was going to be on it, but we had enough songs, so I didn't have to. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. You telling me this right now, giving me this this exclusive little hint about something coming. This makes me want to be like, well, a little bit down the road after it's been out a little bit, you might have to holler at Nick Wiz and UG, and we might have to come on here, all of us, and talk about that album, because that already sounds amazing to me.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, man. I can't wait to share it with y'all. Word. Crazy. Shout out both of them brothers, man. Two legendary producers. And I actually had the honor of hosting the Cellar Dwellers Realms and Reality anniversary this year. It was crazy.
Shit. That's crazy. That sounds like, I mean, it sounded like it was gonna be crazy from the jump. I remember I saw Phantasm posting about it, promoting it, and I was like, I remember commenting on it, being like, man, this is something that I wish I could come out to New York to be a part of, because this shit seems like it's going to be amazing.
Wow.
And it's dope to hear from the official host of the event that it was amazing. That's dope in itself. But yeah, so let's jump into Burn It Down. If you haven't checked it out, go out and check out the video for this joint. It's produced by UG, part of the Cellar Dwellers, and this is Skanks the Rap Martyr. Let's listen to Burn It Down. We'll come back. We'll talk about some bars, and we'll keep it moving. Pick apart the Passion podcast right here. I'm your host, Denku, Tayamu Denku, whatever you want to do. Burn It Down. Let's go.
Yeah, baby, hop out, stomp hop out, get your man knocked out. You see the hoods in here, damn near the whole hoods in here. We came to burn it down.
Keep make like a ball and bounce, frontin' like you what I'm all about. Rapping about bricks, your big homie hit you with a quarter ounce. I got your broad in my house cooking, now you gotta order out. And she brought about 3 more. I wore them out on my couch. Sick with the flow, niggas know the martyrs the deadliest. So don't try to step to this, homie, cause you ain't ready. If you ain't got your weapon, it's best you run like the reverend. For talking slick, I stick my knife in your tongue and sever it. Whoever gave you membership in that gang, who you better get. Though we never met, son, I'm your real pops, your surrogate. A predicate felon for snitches like you want intelligent. You telling quick for you get hit and end up with your melon split. A clip from this pistol is something you might could live through. A brain dead with your head so swollen your head can't fit you. Anybody could get it, don't think Skanks can't get you. If I let you live, God bless you like you just said, shoot.
Yeah, baby, we pop out, stomp hop out, get your man knocked out. You
see the hoods in here, damn near the whole hoods in here. We came to burn it down.
You should find a new route with all that bullshit you put out. Your mama should've swallowed you or your pop should've pulled out. Get you endowed, it don't take much to make your shorty holler. Since these young bros brought the pussy value down to $40. You signed the dotted line, but you wasn't proud of the outcome. Cause you got dropped from your label before you got to drop an album. You know you stole your style from me, then tried to blow you out. And I don't know how come, but I should stick a fork in you because you bout done. Man, look at these niggas. These niggas looking like food in the grill. For real, it's only right I start cooking these niggas. Some peeps I rap with all my life. Bitter, they can't say nothing nice. Fuck they life, they hype to talk shit by dudes like Jaguar, right? We on a like every bar type. But you can't compare Shaq or Will with Bill Cartwright. Shit, I could do this all night.
Skanks, yeah, baby, we pop out. Stomp a hop out, get your man knocked out. You see the hoods in here, damn near the whole hoods in here. We came to burn it down.
Man, that shit's fire right there. That shit's super
Good
fire.
looking, bro.
Man, so this was supposed to be for the other project,
Yep.
but you decided to put it on this. What made sense to put it on here instead of that?
The direction where the other project was going in, I feel like I definitely needed a UG and Nick Wiz produced track from each of them. So I said I gotta highlight that, you know. And I already like, trust me, we cooked a lot. Like, so, you know, I just was picking out the cream of the crop, what fits with this. And that was the one that definitely fit. Now I gotta build it up for what we got coming.
Yeah, man. I mean, this joint goes hard. It's dope to have the energy of UG on the hook. I mean, man, like and you know what I really like about this joint is the bars are there, but the flow is crazy.
Good
It's
looking, bro.
like the roller coaster joint. Like you attack this fierce with the flow on it. You know,
And
what I'm
I gotta recommend the OG, big bro UG, is the way he produced the beat, you know, and laid that hook down that inspired them bars. Word. And that flow.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a strong track. This keeps the momentum going through the rest of the record. You know what I'm saying? Like these two tracks to start the album definitely lead the direction going forward. So like I said, I mean, we could play the whole record, but that's not what I did. I just picked out some joints so we could skip around and hear different elements of the album. So yeah, I got a few more joints on here, and then then we'll talk about what's coming, what's next, and then I'll let you be about your night. But let's go to the next joint I had picked out. I actually had this it's a feature joint, the Double Cross Ranch with Ren Thomas, Rusty Jux, produced by DJ Kanzer, and scratches by Tone Spliff. A lot of talent on this joint. Yes, I did see this video.
Yep.
Yes, and there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of talent on one joint. I mean, not just with the artist, but the production, the DJing. You know, there's a very strong collaboration.
Thank you,
is what I feel. So yeah, let's play this. Then we'll get back. Then we'll talk about how the collaboration came about. We'll talk about the recordings and all that good stuff after the joint. This is Double Cross Ranch, Skanks to Rap Martyr. Let's get into it.
Yeah, from BK to Spain. Yo, DJ Cancer, you a fool for this one. Bangkok, G13, Anarchy Records, Chuck, Skanks, Chess Rocker on the boards.
This that double cross ran shit. Call us the Funk Brothers. Trust none of us niggas. Come with your guns when you come for us. You think he cheat up? Acting like if he tough, but gotta lay down and put his feet up just to pull his skinny cheese up, whatever. As far as bars go, whatever said it this clever. Don't test or get forced into submission like Ken Patera. I think very deeply, work hard till I'm very sleepy. Trust me, you wanna get to know me if you get to meet me. But that's a privilege still. Someone set you up and get you killed. Fake love will fuck you up way more than drugs ever will. For real, take it from the martyr. So don't say that I didn't warn you. Just cause they in your circle don't mean them niggas in your corner. I ain't hating on dudes, my nigga. I'm just stating the truth. But the truth sounds like hate to people who hate the truth. So let me teach you what I was taught when I was younger. Never burn long-term bridges for short-term hunger.
Look, this what happens when the lock on the enclosure breaks. You better off nose diving from the Golden Gate. I dab rappers easy and snap their shoulder blades. They claim they kin to me, but we don't relate. Too many punches coming out my vocal. They fly quicker than an ounce of blow move. I got my hand up a blouse and boat shoes. Your buzz old dudes. You watch me and see what it go through. Watch. Y'all sideline players get my water bottle. I'm starving. I ate and left like the quarterfinals. Mortify you finding Satan's writings in your daughter's Bible. Leg shots, now the doctor gotta cauterize you. They hate me, I'm throwing rocks to the throne. Can't leave a witness cause I left my stocking at home. Y'all don't wanna really see God in the zone. Y'all need to get your shit straight like your father is home. It's rent.
I keep a Dillinger concealed in my dungarees. Bullets firing at 601 degrees. Send them seeds like Boogie and Lil Vic. The bar's ill and the flow's a little sick. 16's going for a brick of that raw shit. Heroin, crystal meth, and some more shit. Fuck what they told you, they lied to your face. Every rapper dead when I'm live in the place. Man, I glide in the bass, slide in the snare. Crack your head open wide with a chair. Hands in the air, jump to the music. This the type of shit you wanna bump when you lose it. The Martyr put the metal to your macro and bang like a dope freestyle from Supernatural. Yeah, thorough MCs only, cause suckers like the fake beat, phony baloney.
Bow, we all know the lights, camera, action with no makeup. You heard holla.
My team's the meanest thing you ever seen.
Bow, we all know the lights, camera, action with no makeup. You heard holla.
My team's the meanest thing you ever seen.
Man,
That J me.
I mean, it's crazy. So it's crazy because it's the perfect features for this joint. It's like the perfect people to put on this hard ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you got Ren Thomas, Punchline King right there. You got Rusty Jux, like one of the grimiest voices in hip hop, and then you got yourself on it who sets it off, and then Tone Spliff on the cuts. I mean, man, this beat is hard. The verses go hard. Everything about this track makes me want to roll my car through some dark, shadowy shit and turn it all the way up. I'm saying, like for real. Like if I was a do dirt violent motherfucker, this is one of the joints that I would turn on.
Going down. It's going down on that one. Oh shit.
Yeah, man. So the collaborative part of this, do you already know who you want on the song after you hear the beat? Did you know you wanted Tone Spliff to do the cuts? And then when the whole thing came together, did you guys all record this in the same studio, or were verses sent, or how did this all come together?
So yeah, DJ Cancer was visiting from Spain. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Matt. You know what I'm saying? G13. And we was in the studio, he was playing beats. I picked this one. So now when I picked it, I immediately laid my verse the same night. You know what I'm saying? So now when I laid my verse, we was building, and Cancer was like, can you get Rusty on this too? I said, yeah, I could get Rusty on it. So Rusty was already a plan to be on it. Then me and Ren just did a couple shows together in Jersey and Brooklyn not too long before that. So we was already talking about working and doing a joint together. So when I heard it, I'm like, oh, this is the, because I was always thinking like I gotta find the right one for him though. When I heard it, I said, this is the right one. So I sent it to him. He said, I got you. So then he went to work. Then once he sent his verse back, I was like, oh yes. I said, now the ice on the cake, let me holler at Russ. So Russ could feed off our energy. And then Russ sent it back like the next day. And then I said, this just need a little more flavor. This needs some dope scratches. And then I gave my bro Tone Spliff that call, and the rest was history. Word.
I mean, this came together real nice, man. Was this the first time you and Ren had worked together? Or did you do stuff before this?
First time, our first collab.
That's what's up, man. You guys got any plans for anything in the future? Or?
Who know? It just, I think what took us so long to get up is that we both was busy. Because we was talking about this from the shows we did. But it's just that our schedules are running around. So like when I sent that to him, he said, I got you. He didn't send it back as fast as Rusty because he was a little busy. But he sent it back sturdy and on time.
That's what's up, man. I mean, this is definitely a dope collaborative track on the album. Heavy, hard shit. I think it's super dope that that the producer was visited and you laid it down right away. I think that element of the song creation is dope in itself.
I love that. Like I wanted him to go back home knowing this beat is in good hands. You good,
Yeah, man.
And so crazy. Let me tell you what he did. Like 2 nights after that, before he left the town, he played it in the Delancey, and he's spinning. That was a guest DJ, and he played that joint. Yeah, I'm walking in the club. I'm like, yo, this shit sound mad familiar. I'm like, somebody jacked me. Then I see him. I said, oh shit. And he was just smiling.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, actually, I feel I've been to that. I've been to that venue before.
Yeah, that's a dope spot.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is super dope, man. So I got 3 more joints, but I want you to pick the one that we play. All right.
Got you.
Out of these 3, I want you to pick which one you would want to play. So we got Punishment of God, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the Professional with young bro Afro, Kayo on the beat on that, and then Trust Issues.
Out of them 3.
Out of them 3, which one you want me to play for the people?
Let's give him the one with Young Fro, my little bro.
Okay, Professional, yeah. featuring Afro, Kayo on the beat. Yeah, I mean this joint's fire, man. I had a chance to work with Afro. I met him out here when he was touring with RA. Yeah, that's a very talented young individual right there.
Super dope individual. Word.
So how did this collaboration happen? Did you know that that's who you wanted on it? Obviously the title, Professional, it combines, the Flowfessional and Afro together as one. So this must have been a collaboration that happened, and then you created the title off that, or?
Yeah, the title was already in my head before we did the song. But what happened was, same thing. We ran into each other a couple of times at shows. And then the last show we ran into each other at was actually the same spot, the Delancey. Yeah, the last show was the same spot. And I was actually hosting that event. And he was the the headliner artist. And I brought him out, then after the show, You know, me and him smoking a couple, building, kicking it, and we was chopping it. Same thing about working together. And you know when the time arose, because I told Keo specifically, I said, "Yo, Keo, I want you to produce this joint for me and Afro." So Keo sent me a couple beats. I sent all the beats to Afro and told him pick which one you like, and that's the one he picked. You know what I'm saying? So I gave Afro the direction because I wanted him to feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so once Afro set it off, I just knew how to follow. And it was a real true story how my verse starts. You know what I'm saying? At that like that's the same night. That was that last night we was talking before the
Word.
joint.
That's
Word.
what's up. That's what's up, man. I mean, yeah. So let's play professional. We'll come back. We'll touch on it a little bit more. We'll talk about the full outcome of the album afterwards, and how you feel it did, through the eyes of the people, and then like I said, we'll keep moving. We'll talk quickly about what's next for Skanks to Rap Martyr, what's next for Bankai, but let's get into professional right now. Pick apart the Passion podcast, Skanks to Rap Martyr, right here. Here we go.
A lot of tree smoking, Ebonics we wrote with, melodic beat woven, the hottest seat chosen, the odyssey soaked in, you ought to see roses. It gotta be dope in the prophecy spoken. The red hot dragon that been hot rapping my youth. The shit not having it, hip hop have it, the truth. Get it confused, you don't get it at all. Gotta get it, you got it. Don't think of getting in the booth. Ought to be giving me thanks with the rhymes that's raw. Before I call my nigga Skanks with the eye patch on. Like OZ, Slick Rick, spit shit, minds enthralled. You know me, Fro spit shit like a fire left on. Retire it, Paul, admire the song. Afro, lighten the law. Don't grab the mic until I say so. Word is born, yes sir. And I leave it at that. You heard it all, but you steady stay replaying my raps.
No caps or factual. At the last show, I see my little big bro afro. I was fucking a big booty hoe up in the bathroom. She said, Skanks, you official, you ain't nothing like my last two. They got mad when I say, yeah, that's cool, but I'm just trying to smash fool. Now you wildin' out, Paul. Trying to compare me to these new niggas. It's like comparing MOP to Smells and South Star. Bar for bar, I murder half of you niggas. Then leave the other half to tell. It felt like Thanos just snapped his fingers. Poof, disappear, get from here. Bad moves, you after me, you don't wanna rap after me. My nigga, I embarrass MCs. You best have what you supposed to pay and don't have me waiting. Don't have my cake and I'ma get the steal like Gary Payton. It's Skanks your favorite, I ain't playing fair, every foul is flagrant. My old bitches be like, he ain't shit. Them hoes mad, I made it, I'm paid, bitch. But I've been getting money, though, no bullshit. And way before I was known for spitting, I own my own village. Your chick be like, oh no, he didn't. I social distance different, I don't pillow talk, telling my business to these nosy bitches. Blast this on repeat, though, a new smash from the trio of Skanks to Rap Martyr, Young Afro and Keo.
You're a deadbeat ass nigga, and I'm gonna let everybody know Skanks to Rap Martyr is a deadbeat ass nigga that don't take care of his fucking kids, that takes fucking pics on Instagram and front like you do shit. You don't listen to this shit, but the only fucking thing you ever did was give my daughter $200 for the fucking year. You never bought her shit for school, nothing.
That's a crazy transition, man, from that song into the next one with the outro of that.
And it's reality. Cause I was sitting on a high horse at the end of that verse, just talking about, how, like my girls be jealous, they be hating, my exes be hating. I'm on my high horse, like I'm a playboy. And then I just got boom, right back to reality. Boom.
Yeah, man, I feel you, man. But man, the verse, the MOP, the Smiles and South Star reference, the Thanos snap, the Gary Payton line. I mean, come on, man. I love the imagery. I love the visualizations. I love the references. Like,
thank you, King.
Super dope, man. Yes, I love your verse on this. I love your verse on this. Afro started out nice, it's not even a diss. It's not even a diss at all. But the thing is, it's like you can tell that you're one of the MCs, because I'm the same way. You could tell that you're one of the MCs. It's like if I'm doing a feature with somebody I don't usually do a feature with, there ain't no way that I'm getting blown off on my record. There ain't no way that's happening. And for real, man, definitely both of y'all sharpen swords, but man, I love your style on this. I love the lyrics. I love the punchlines. I love the references. Super dope. I'm glad we picked this track to be the last track we talk about, because this shit goes hard. This shit goes hard right here.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Word.
So
Word, man.
with
Shout out my bro, Young Afro, man. The
yeah,
lyrical
Fro,
killer.
man. And you know, happy belated birthday to him. He just had a birthday recently.
Word up. Word.
Yeah, so Minister of Severe Torture, the album as a whole, do you feel like it did what you wanted it to do? Is it still doing what you wanted to do? And how long do you keep the train moving with this record before the next thing comes?
Well, yeah, you know, the next one is on its way this month. But at the same time, like since I've been you know, promoting this album, doing shows, I've been performing songs off this project, songs off my project before that, Out of Nowhere, and songs off of New World Order. You know what I'm saying? It's just like certain songs stand out that's performance songs. And then all it does at these venues, when I go to these venues, I set up my table, I got all of them joints. And it'd be like,
Yeah.
what song was that you did on? What album was this song you did on? So, you know, it makes people want to get all of them in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's dope, man. I mean, I definitely, you know, I rock joints from all different type of records.
Yeah.
So when people come to the merch table, you know, they ask the same thing, like, where's this at? Where's that at?
Exactly.
So real quick then, when you're doing these shows, how long of a set are you usually rocking at the shows to be able to give the people, you know, certain elements from different albums?
Sometimes it's 30-minute sets. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time it's been like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Or a little over 30 minutes, but it's been like about that. You know, enough time where you could definitely squeeze off a couple different joints off of different projects. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm asking that just to figure out that when I get back to booking, you know, the artists that I love, I need to know how much time I'm gonna need for Skanks the Rap Martyr when he comes and comes through Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, we definitely gonna be ready.
Yeah, man. So, you touched a little bit on this project that's coming with UG, Nick Wiz, and you said Ran Reed did one beat on there, but is that what's coming next, or what's coming next for you?
That's coming next. The title of that project is called Bulletproof Confidence. You know, you should be seeing something leaked from that within a week. That's how fast it's coming now. You know what I'm saying?
And that's dope.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear that album. And like I said, man, you know, we ain't got to do it right away. You can push it for a little bit, but I would love to have you come back on, maybe with UG, maybe with Nick Wiz, to talk about that album, because I already know it's gonna be fire. Like production like that, you on the rhymes. I mean, come on, man. It's already a given that record is gonna be dope as fuck. So
I was honored that them brothers even wanted to do that with me. Word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
well,
we got a Bankai album dropping a month after that.
That's
On
what's
this
up.
day.
You got a title? You got a title for that already?
The Stance.
Okay. How long's it been since the last Bankai album dropped?
The last time we formed like Voltron was 2016, the end of 2016, really 2017. That was the last time we formed like Voltron. December 2016, going into 2017. And we dropped the Civil War with DJ Ready C.
And this new record that's coming, Um, has this been a work in progress since that time, or did it just recently?
It actually has been, but it was done, and then we just had to go over the business part with the label in France. For that one, it's still with Keo and Venom in the crew out in France.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, dope. Definitely looking forward to those next couple records. I know they're gonna be fire. Because the previous things I've heard from Bankai have been fire, and obviously this album we're talking about tonight is super fire. So
Thank you.
like I said, man, like I said, I want to slap myself in the face. Me and you need to do some work when you get some time, because I know we could make some dope shit happen, even if it's just one joint and we shoot a visual for it or something. We can make that happen, or who knows? Maybe one joint to turn into an EP. Who knows what happens? It's hip hop, and when dope people come together, sometimes they make things align. You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, shout out your socials real quick and where people can find the record and all that stuff. Obviously, obviously I will be dropping the links too, but you can talk to them too.
Yeah, y'all. As far as the album go, you can find the album on any platform. Just look for Skanks, Minister of Severe Torture. You know what I'm saying? MOST. And then, on that note, on Instagram, I'm Flowfessional. On Twitter is the Rap Martyr, and everything else is just Skanks the Rap Martyr. You know what I'm saying? Get at your boy. And, hit our website, BangkokFam.com and therapmartyr.com.
That's what's up, man. Like I said, I appreciate you being on this show, Skanks. This has been a dope episode. It will be dropping hopefully next weekend if I can get everything in. This upcoming weekend, actually, if I can get everything in order, hopefully it will drop then. But I will keep you posted when it drops and everything like that. So yeah, let's just do the little outro and we'll say our pieces. This has been Pick Apart the Passion podcast with my brother Skanks the Rap Martyr. And on here, it's better to pick apart yourself to get to your passion. And like my homie Rambunctious' father said, is it better to be right or to be kind? So we leave you with that to end off the Pick Apart the Passion podcast. Shout out to my dude Rambunctious, who is one of the creators of this. And shouts to the dude Skanks the Rap Martyr, Bankai fam. Pleasure being with you on here, family. Thank you for your time. And
thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man. Hopefully it will align in the near future. You have a good rest of your night, family.
You too, King. Blessings.
Peace.
Peace. Pick apart the passion.
Yes, sir.